Hits one. Hi, it's Mikey Piff, and I'm super excited because I get to have a friend on the show that, we've known each other. We've known of each other for 3 years. You know, he's got a lot of accolades. He was the Hits one breakthrough artist of 2020. Thanks to Hot Girl Bummer. Thanks to, Me and Your Ghost. Thanks to the amazing collab monsters with All Time Low, the homies. It's blackbear.
Great guys. All Time Low.
You're bound to get in trouble with them if you hang out with them 100%.
Oh yeah.
You go out with you're probably more in danger if you go out with Jack.
Yeah, Jack's the craziest.
Yeah, exactly. So
one time I gave Jack $400 in Bell Bucks because I don't really eat Taco Bell like that, and they gave me a bunch of Bell Bucks for Taco Bell, and he was like so thankful. He's like, I'm going to use all of these, all $400. And they come in like $5 cards, and I gave him like 100 cards.
Oh my God! Well, now I'm gonna have to ask him.
Yeah, if not, he owes you a chalupa
for sure. I'm a cheesy gordita crunch type of guy.
Me frickin' too, my bro.
All day. That and
all day.
All day. Well, listen, let's not beat it.
Yes, the potatoes too.
Oh, thank God they're back.
Yeah.
That was a dark time when we didn't have Fiesta. the potatoes. So, dude, welcome. I think for the first time IRL in our studios. I'm in New York, you're in Los Angeles, but again, we've been doing Zooms and stuff for the last 2 years, so this is the first time we're kind of sort of seeing face to face.
In New York, I'm in LA. Come on, Mikey Piff.
I don't know if I have the the harmony. I didn't get to warm up. New York. No, there we go. Never mind. But dude, I'm super excited because obviously we've been supporting you for so long, and like I said, you were our breakthrough artist 2 years ago. Last year was MGK, your homie, which you have a song with on this album that we know is finally coming out August 26th. I know that you've been doing this a long time. Some people might have only gotten to meet you over the past 3 years thanks to these songs that we've been playing. How does it feel now after putting in all the work and the grind and everything to finally get your day? And not only that, like I feel like every time I'm opening up like a new batch of songs, it's like somebody wants blackbear on their song.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that the collabs have just been insane. It's like just the people that ask me, I just can't believe they want me on their song. It's crazy that I turn on the radio and I hear my songs and my son says, "Dada's on the radio." And it's just really, and I just never pictured that to be my life.
And they're not nobodies, obviously. These are all, the biggest artists in the world that are asking to work with you. And it's, I mean, like I said, you've been doing this for a long, long time. Can you share, like, I always wonder, like, the moments where it's most difficult, and usually kind of like that turning point is kind of like right after those things. Like, what was the moment where, you were like, maybe I shouldn't do this, maybe I need to change something or whatever. And then all of a sudden, like, boom, that moment happens where like, no, I'm supposed to be doing it this way.
Oh yeah. I mean, dude, I got really sick of playing like the same songs in my set. I wanted to add like bigger songs in my set that would be like just smashes. I want to play a live set full of hits, and like those are my favorite shows. And just like, so I wanted so badly to start writing hits, so I just started manifesting it, and that's all I'm really focused on right now, is making songs that everybody will love, and not just me. I don't do it for me anymore.
A great example is your buddies Maroon 5. Like you go to a show at Maroon 5, that you've been lucky to be a part of, their tour. Like that's like 2 to 3 hours of like nonstop bangers, and you like forget, like, oh my God, like this, like, you can be as negative as you want.
That's what I'm finna do. Yeah, that's what I want to be like them. That's so cool. It's amazing, and they only have to play like half songs because they have so many hits that they have to play a quarter of the song just to fit it in their 2-hour set of hits.
That's insane, man. Yeah. So you just dropped like I said, the album's coming August 26th. What kind of blackbear are we expecting on this one? Like I know obviously we've got a taste of the pop rock, pop punk, kind of like your roots and kind of like, stuff that you love. Is that what this album is?
Yeah, it's alternative for sure. It's a collab album with Travis Barker. It was like a bucket list thing for me to make an album with Travis, And I just wanted to like fulfill that dream and just jam with him. Really, I just wanted to like play bass while he played drums and Andrew Goldstein played guitar, and we basically just started a garage band in his studio. And yeah, I mean, this album, I wasn't going for like hit records with this by any means at all. It was like, I'm just going to make what I want for this album. Maybe the next one will be full of hits, but this one is just like, I'm doing it. I'm just doing it for like, to, I don't know, to fulfill some kind of childhood obsession. There's just a side of me that I wanted to let out.
Well, dude, Travis Barker, I mean, you know, he's the godfather at this point, kind of bringing the scene back, which we're all thankful for. That
the rock and roll Dr. Dre, for sure.
Dude, that actually, oh my God, that's such a great, I've never heard somebody say that. And that's actually the perfect kind of like, you know, juxtaposition. But I mean, listen, don't sell yourself short. You drop the idea, which Travis Barker's in the video for, obviously, and plays the drums on it.
Which I think is a smash.
Dude,
it's not really streaming well yet, but I really feel like as soon as I go to every radio station and tell them, please play this, like as soon as they start playing it, I think it's going to catch on. The idea is like, I believe in it so hard.
I mean, listen, lyrically, the thing is like all your songs, I mean, they kind of fit everything we're going through right now, especially after the last 2 years, but in general, every day, like all the different emotions, like aside from the bazillion tattoos, your emotions are on your sleeves too.
Nice.
You know,
bars.
There you go. For me, it's super interesting because I mean, you have a very blessed life, right? Obviously, you know, you're doing what you love. You have an amazing family. Where does all the emotions for these songs come from? Because they're super personal and super deep.
I'm definitely pulling from past experience for sure. I've lived a lot of lives, you know, I've felt a lot of pain. I'm a chronically ill person. So, you know, having chronic pancreatitis, I live with daily pain, and it's easy for me to sing about pain and really mean that, just like quite literally. So I pull from, my pain, you know, I walk through a meadow of knives every day.
Now that's an image. A meadow of knives. It's beautiful yet painful at the same time. But,
well, I'm dropping a new fashion line called Knife Meadows, and that's what it's about.
Oh, all right. Well, how does your partner feel when she hears these songs that are obviously, like you said, filled with pain, but you know, she's part of the joy of your life? Does she like check in on you, or does she just like get it at this point?
Oh, she just gets it. Yeah. That's part of the reason she fell in love with me, I think, is just how honest of an artist I am and as a person, and just I'm the same with my music as I am in our relationship, I think. And yeah, I just try to be genuine to myself.
So going back to this album, In Loving Memory, it's a passion project. And just looking at the people that are featured on this thing, I mean, you've got The Used, you've got Newfound Glory, Bayside, you obviously got MGK. Was this something like, aside from the Travis Barker portion, which like you said was like a lifelong like bucket list thing, like did you just have a list of bands that you were like, I want to work with them? I mean, them?
It sounds so crazy as you're saying. It sounds surreal to me because like the 15-year-old kid in me with like long black hair and lip rings, it's like my dream. I don't know. It's just like my biggest dream. And they were like, dude, you want us on your song? And it was like, it was, you know, these are people I had hung up at posters on my wall as a kid, you know?
Dude, and now in full circle now.
No, for sure. It's insane.
Do you feel the difference in your life? Obviously from the first musical life that you lived to like this second half where you're, you know, getting to work with all these people that you want to, and you're hearing your songs on Hits One and everywhere else. And, you know, you're selling out larger venues and shows all over the world. Do you almost have to like close your eyes and just like, you know, have sensory overload from everything?
I mean, yeah. And I mean, I'm just, the difference now is like, I wake up and instead of getting as high and drunk as possible, I used to, like early blackbear stuff, you could probably tell even in my voice, like I wake up and I meditate and I pray, and I just got baptized recently, and like I'm just a very spiritual person, and I'm just in such gratitude. And I just did yoga this morning before I came. It's just like everything's different. It's just so, yeah, I pinch myself, but I take a lot of time to just be in gratitude and be in the moment and be present for sure.
That's all. That's something I'm trying to learn more too. Like, cause I feel like obviously it's easy to be negative and, you know, it's really easy. It's really easy. It's the lowest common denominator to do.
For me, it's one comment. I read one comment and it'll ruin my day.
So do you stay off like socials as much as you can, or like obviously it's part of the gig, I guess?
I only run my Twitter. That's it.
Gotcha. So the gratitude thing, like you were saying, like that's something I'm trying to learn and practice, because it really does make you feel so much better. Like if you just, even the little things, like the fact that we get to talk today, like I have gratitude for that, like that we get to connect.
Mikey, you know what's the easiest thing you could do in the morning is you wake up and the first 10 people that pop into your mind, count on your hands and just say thank you to the first 10 people that pop in your mind. And it's usually a different 10 people every day. And like, it's really crazy how starting your day off with that will it'll change your whole entire day. And it's the easiest, quickest thing you could do is just say, thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, TJ. Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Tyler.
That's a really good point. It's actually an extension of what I try to repeat in myself. Right now, I'm on this big like kick of like, we really can't control time, but it's the only thing we own. And whenever I think of someone and I automatically text them, hey, thinking of you, hope you're good. I never wait.
It's the best thing to do.
Yeah. I never want to wait for anything, because you never know if there's going to be a next time. And you know, that's obviously kind of deep, but it's the truth. You never know.
Before you know it, 2 years will go by and it's like, damn, I should have texted them when I was thinking of them.
Yeah,
for sure.
Exactly. So, dude, that's super cool. I mean, you've got this, you know, almost new lease on life. You know, obviously you're a father now. How is some of what you're doing now informing you as a dad, or did becoming a dad kind of inform some of this stuff?
Yeah, I think it all goes it goes both ways. And being a dad is awesome. I didn't think it would be this awesome, but it's sick. And it's just like I have these two little best friends and like my two boys, and seeing them interact with one another is insane too. And just like, I don't know, my 2.5-year-old he's getting to the point where it's like he's becoming very, very present and lucid, and like he's starting to read and like he speaks in full sentences, and it's just like I'm like his hero, and like it's crazy.
That's pretty. Being someone's hero is pretty cool. Like,
yeah,
is that you just look in the mirror and you're like, dude, like he looks up to me. Holy cow, this is insane. How did this happen?
Yeah, and it's not for any of the reasons that like a fan would, or you know, it's a total different thing.
Yeah,
you know.
And all the things that you're doing, like you said, like changing your life and all this stuff is informing him, and like the impressions that you make is, you've got to be, a whole separate kind of proud than you are of the music, obviously.
For sure. Yeah. You know, there's a really cute acoustic song that I wrote with Mike Posner about my son Midnight called Hazel Inside. It's just kind of about when I look at him, I feel hazel inside. When I look in your eyes, I feel hazel inside. It really is like a beautiful song that I wrote with Mike, and I'm really excited for the world to hear that. That's
cool, because honestly, along with the conversation that we've been having, Mike has been really kind of like transformed his life too.
Oh yeah,
I can see that.
And
connection.
The craziest part is that we're getting back together this year to work on Mansionz officially.
Oh, dude, congratulations! That was another one. Yeah. We played that first song. I can't remember how many years ago at this point, but that's so good to hear, because you guys together were pretty special.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane.
And you were both totally different people.
As songwriters, we both have become so much stronger as well too. So I think this next project's gonna have some heaters for sure.
Well, you were also two totally different people at that time when Mansionz first came out, like literally opposite ends of the spectrum of where you are now.
Oh yeah, I mean. It was before he walked across America and climbed Mount Everest, and he was trying to find himself, and I was trying to find myself for sure. I was just in a cloud.
Well, before I forget, we talked about you're going out on tour to support In Loving Memory. I think I read somewhere, are you doing a Vegas residency too?
Yeah, I'm almost done with it.
You're almost done with it? What? Yeah. Now, what has that been like compared to touring?
Oh, it's way, way different. I go on at 2 a.m. I play for 25 minutes, and it's the most insane 25 minutes of all time, of like any show I've ever played, because I play like 5 seconds of every good blackbear song, and there's like DJ breaks with like huge dubstep moments and like insane parts in my set where the I don't know what they're called, but it goes and those go off and everybody goes crazy and everybody's super drunk and like, I mean, it's like, it's so fun.
That's wild. And then you just get on a plane and go back home?
Yeah. The next morning. Yeah.
That's nuts.
Which is crazy because 2 a.m. and then I'm like asleep by 4 and then our flight is probably like 9 or 10, you know.
Do you take the family, everyone with you, or they just stay at home, wait, and then you just go back?
No, I know. You know, Michelle, my wife, is probably going to come to the next one. So that'll be fun.
So what can we expect on this tour now that there's a fully fleshed out, you know, new blackbear and new album?
I don't know. I'm still planning out what I want to do, but I'm really crazy about my stage production, and I usually spend the entire budget just on production, and I usually make $0 touring because I just spend all of it on production. So you should expect a sick production, lots of lasers, lots of fire, if they'll let me have fire. And sick openers, dude. I have Heart Attack Man, I have State Champs, I have Water Parks. Tickets are on sale. Go get tickets. They're going to go quick. And the album is August 26th. Expect a really, really sick lineup of songs and features. And I love you guys. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for listening. You're the best. XM is just the best.
Thank you for making time and, you know, always supporting back, because it's the job. It's everyone thinks it's roses and sunshines, but working in entertainment can be a pain in the butt. And working with people like you and all the amazing friends we make along the way, like, makes this like some of the most fun. So
I agree, man. Thank you.
And Mikey Piff. You're listening to SiriusXM On Demand.